Now let's see how to conduct investigations. Now, there are 5 stages in an investigation, in conducting an investigation. They are: 1, information gathering. Now, when something happens, you must, number 1, if you want to investigate that issue very, very well, you must gather information. What led to this? What happened? What brought about this? You must ask questions so as to be able to get the real information about what led to what. Now, after you've gotten information, number 2, information analysis. All those information you gathered, you begin to analyze them. Okay, this fellow said this and this. This is what I saw on ground. This is what happened. This and this and this. That is information analysis. Now, the reason why you're analyzing the information is to bring about, number 3, identification of suitable risk control measures. Because we're investigating not to see this thing happen again in the future. So the goal of your investigation is to profile solution. Okay, next time this should be done like this, like this, like this. Next time this shouldn't be done like this, like this, like this. Next time this should be stored in so and so condition, not in so and so condition. This happened because this was kept so and so place. This happened because this was not taken good care of. This was not handled like this. You profile what? Suitable risk control measures. Number 4, preparation and implementation of an action plan. Now, what actions should be taken to see that the control measures that have been put in place are established? That is what action plans are. What must be done to mitigate this from happening in the future? Those are action plans. Number 5, monitoring the implementation of the action plan. You've implemented the action plan, okay, this is how it should be done from now onwards. But there needs to be a monitoring, constant monitoring, to make sure that that becomes the norm, that those who are working the system continues to work it by the action plan that had been profiled. These are the 5 stages of any good investigation at all. If you want to get a good result, if you want to get a very good investigation, these are the 5 stages. Now, let's see a template for investigating an incident or accident. You should ascertain the following. 1, location and time of event. You remember information gathering, right? You first of all ask or determine, where did this thing happen? What time did it happen? Also, you find out witnesses. Who are the witnesses? Sort them out. Those directly impacted by the accident and those indirectly impacted by the accident. So there are 2 kinds of witnesses: direct witnesses and indirect witnesses. So sort them out and hear from them. Remember, you're sourcing for information. 3, find out detailed info on how the event occurred, not forgetting to pinpoint the equipment involved. So you must, because if you want to land or get to a good conclusion, to your good result of investigation, you must know exactly what happened. So detailed information. And what is it that led to the accident, the equipment, if there were equipments involved? Get your hands on them and then analyze those 2, because those things are going to give you good information. Whether were they substandard equipment, were they of the highest quality, were they specified the right equipment that must be used for that kind of work, those will give you good information. Number 4, what activities were being carried out at the time? Yes. What led to what? What was being done before this thing happened? Is it actually ideal for that to be done? Is that thing being done in the right order? You are gathering information. 5, was there an inkling of a compromise in the working conditions? This is very important, because for those who used to cut corners, during investigations, those are going to be founded out. Employers that do not want to follow rules and the regulations set aside to establish health and the safety of employees, when investigations are done, it's going to be found out whether they were in the right or in the wrong. Ascertain that there was an adequate safe working procedures and that they were followed. SOPs, were they followed? The SOPs, are they right? Are they proper? Those are those. What part did the work arrangements or work layout play in influencing the events? That is important as well. Ascertain the competency of the people involved if it meets the standard for such works. Did they hire the right people for the right person for the right job, or they hired quacks, hence leading to this challenge, hence leading to this accident? That is what an investigator, a health and safety representative, expert that has been called to investigate an accident or incident looks out for. Was the safety equipment efficient? The fellow who is involved in this event right now, the safety equipment that he was given, that he was given to work with, were they efficient? Did they protect him enough? Those are some of the questions. So this is a very good template in information gathering. When you're able to use this template very effectively, you get a lot of information that would help you in your analysis and then come to a very good conclusion, so as to be able to mark an action plan that will be monitored so as to curtail a repeat of such an accident.